So that's it. That's the solution, actually. I'll tell you now when we talk about it, because I want this to sink in with you and start going to work already. The solution to pride is this: a true revelation of God, knowing God fully. Because if you know God, if you truly know God, you can't be prideful. You will be. And true revelation of yourself. If you know yourself, truly know yourself, not who you wish others would see you as, not you on your greatest day, not even the average you that's relatively good, pretty good compared to my friends or compared to these other things or people. But if you know yourself, truly know yourself, you can't be prideful. You will be humble. So we're going to explore that today, and I really want to encourage you in your small groups to be honest with each other. Because everyone in here struggles with it, to a certain degree. I'm looking across the room, I'm seeing some really sweet people, and some really nice people, and some people that have it together, for the most part. But even to a degree, just kind of reach. Connor, actually, I wasn't thinking about you, but thank you for raising your hand. But I know to a degree, like I said, this gets in the way. This gets in the way of the gospel. And whether that's proclaiming it, or whether that's our understanding of it, or whether that is, really truly expressing gratitude to God for who He is and what He does, knowing that apart from Him, we can do nothing. Nothing good. We just need to know that. We need to get that. We need to understand that. Anything that I've accomplished that is good, He has done for me. Last thing I'll say is this: we had our shutout thing that we did the other night, where we simulated homelessness. And it was nothing like being homeless, because we knew we had a home to go to. We knew that after we were, had this time of not showering, we had a shower that we could eventually go get cleaned up. And that even though we were uncomfortable sleeping on a cardboard box on a night that was pretty cold, and besides Zach and Ben, who were spooning underneath the same way. It was so warm. They were warm. Everyone else was not. But I knew that I could go home and I could sleep in my bed that has a proper amount of blankets, to keep me warm. I knew that even though I was hungry and we were up all night and that my stomach was rumbling, I knew that after we did our little debrief, we were all going to go to Whataburger and get some taquitos, right? So it was a simulation as much as we could simulate it. But the thing that I realized in the midst of that night was that the only thing keeping me from that is God. The only thing keeping me from a life where I let my addictions, where I let my sin, where I let the slavery that I have to the world's expectation or people-pleasing or whatever it is, but my addiction to glorify myself, my addiction to myself, my addiction to all of the weakness that I have, all the sin that I have, leads me to a place where, apart from God, I'm going to want to shut out everything good in my life. I'm going to want to reject my family, reject my work, reject my friends, reject the gospel, reject everything that me left up to my own intelligence, my own capability, my own reason, my own experience, all that stuff. And if my pride was to really take over, and I thought that my pride in its finest would lead me to a place where I didn't need anyone else or anything else, I would self-destruct at that point. Why? Because we face three enemies, and I'll end with this. We face three enemies: the world, the flesh, and the devil. And really, without the supernatural power of God, we will be consumed by those enemies. We will be torn apart by those enemies. Those enemies who hate us, whose goal is to kill, steal, and destroy us, will succeed in that. Why? Because the world is this place that we're in. It's constantly influencing us in ways that are not God. In ways that are saying, yeah, you should have this. Yeah, your life should look this way. And you know what? You deserve this thing and this treat. And splurge on yourself for these reasons. You shouldn't have this car. You should have a better car. You shouldn't have these clothes. You should have better. You deserve better clothes. You're in a world that's constantly giving you escape that enemy because that enemy is you. Our flesh is the core of our selfishness, our weakness, and our desire to glorify ourselves. That's this thing that coming out of us is this desire to dismantle us, to destroy us, and to steal from us, and to kill us. If we reject God in this, or if we can't see God in this of our pride, it's only going to just build itself up until we destroy ourselves from the inside. And then the devil, who obviously is prowling around like a roaring lion, waiting to and wanting to devour, because he hates us. And he will not give up. He will not quit. And he has some power. So this is a hard fight. But it's not impossible. Just know that the first part of this fight doesn't need to result in you punching or kicking or fighting back. You need to recognize